fade in, start the scene. Enter beautiful girl, but things are not what they seem as we stand.
My inspiration comes from horses, actually, so I use them in all of my artwork. When I don't, it kind of is a very detached form of artwork. It doesn't really go with who I am. It doesn't have any deeper meaning or anything like that. I've done clay, and now stone. I grew up with horses. I was born and raised with them. I used to listen to my mom read The Girl Who Loved Horses. Folklore tale where a little girl is a chief daughter, and she loved horses so much that she ran away with them to save them, and she ended up becoming one in the end. Grit, tomboy kind of appeal to it. It's always been a part of me, so to pick it up over and over again is more like proving to myself that it's not really a gender thing, it just is associated as one. I'm actually building it up three-dimensionally and taking into consideration the same elements and principles of design and art. When I'm sculpting, I feel like I'm creating something from my emotions. I don't push them out of the way. I believe my emotions enhance the work. Even in the hardest and most frustrating times when I'm sculpting, I feel relief and a sense of coming in contact with all these emotions that I probably would have a harder time expressing or dealing with. I'm not sure who the artists were, but the ones from the Greek temples, the Roman temples, that did realism of the gods and goddesses across the tops of the temples. To be able to do realism like some of theirs, like the really realistic ones, I think that those artists I would emulate myself too. I don't think there's one in particular. Leonardo da Vinci, he had created a huge statue of a horse that is bigger than most buildings. It's very sad what happened to that horse. It was used as like target practice. It was a pure bronze sculpture, and he based the horse off of a horse he had as a child. Deborah Butterfield. She takes twigs and leaves and things off the ground and actually weaves them into each other to create a full-sized horse. Her wood horse is probably one of my favorite ones. It has a lot to do with the anatomy. I wanted to focus on doing pieces and parts of horses at the time. One of the strongest parts and weakest parts of a horse is their eye. They can't do anything without it, and yet it's the one thing that makes us able to ride them because their sight is magnified so much that we seem like giants to them. That was my biggest accomplishment. Compositionally, it's a very strong piece. It captures the eye of the horse.
This would be one of our star artists, up-and-coming artists. We'll see her on Canyon Roads.
I was trying to show awe. My ultimate goal is to be able to open my own art gallery and sell my own work, painting and sculptures.